Well, hello, hello, hello. Come on in. It is so good to see you again today. And here we go. We are going for a ride today, and that ride is going to take us on a journey. And that journey takes us to organs of the body. Yep, we're talking about organs of the body today. You're saying, which organs? Oh, I told you already. We're talking about the eyes and the ears. And today we're going to add the mouth and an organ that we can't see is tucked away, the heart. But first, let's just go to a scripture. You know, we always like to throw a scripture in. And this scripture takes us to Psalm 119, verse 18. Just one verse. And it says this: "Open my eyes that I may see wonderful things in your law." I wonder what wonderful things we can find in the law of God. It says that we may find wonderful things in his law. Well, I have chosen a hymn that will help us discover at least one of those wonderful things and what we can do with one of those wonderful things. And the hymn that I've chosen for you today was written by a lady named Clara Scott. Clara Scott wrote many hymns, and she was born in Illinois, and she wrote many hymns, of which this hymn is hers, and it's called "Open My Eyes That I May See." You probably haven't heard it in a long time. I noticed that many of you type in the comments, "I haven't heard this one in such a long time." Well, here's another one that is not used today, but it still has great meaning. Open my eyes that I may see. And when we talk about those body parts, this song mentions all of those body parts. It says, "Open my eyes." And what am I going to see? In this song, it says, I am going to see glimpses of truth, God's truth. And then it says, "Open my ears." And what are we going to hear? We're going to hear voices of truth. Oh, are you catching on? And it says, "Open my mouth." And what are we going to let impart from our mouths? Warm truths. Warm truths. We're going to gladly bear the truth of God everywhere. And then it says, "Open my heart." And what are we going to do with our hearts? We know the truth of God, and the truth of God is very clear to us. It says that we should love our neighbors as we love ourselves. So our hearts will then interpret the truth of God, and it says that we will share love with thy children, with God's children everywhere. We're going to do that hymn for you today. And it is amazing how we can take the hymns of the past and it brings such meaning to right now for us. Great meaning for us. Clara Scott wrote this hymn in 1895. And in 1895, it is said she wrote this hymn shortly before her timely death. And I looked into how she died. Clara Scott died because there was a runaway horse and the buggy flipped over. And Clara Scott died at the age of 56. A lady who wrote many hymns, a lady who was a lover of God, a lover of learning about him. In the last part of her hymn, she gives us a method of allowing God to Open our heart, open our eyes, open our ears, open our mouth, and open our hearts. The last part of the hymn, she gives us the method that we should follow. And it's to wait upon him. It says, silently now I wait on thee. We've invited him to use us, but now it's up to him. We made ourselves available to him. Let's sing this hymn together. I know you know it. And let's sing it together and make it our prayer today. Open my eyes that I may see glimpses of truth thou hast for me.
Open my eyes that I may see glimpses of truth thou hast for me. Place in my hands the wonderful key that shall unclasp and set me free. Silently now I wait for thee, ready, my God, thy will to see. Open my eyes, illumine me, Spirit divine. Open my ears that I may hear voices of truth thou sendest clear. And while the wave notes fall on my ear, everything false will disappear. Silently now I wait for thee, ready, my God, thy will to see. Open my ears, illumine me, Spirit divine. Open my mouth and let me bear gladly the warm truth everywhere. Open my heart and let me prepare love for thy children thus to share. Silently now I wait for thee, ready, my God, thy will to see. Open my heart, illumine me, Spirit divine.
Silently now,
Silently now I wait for thee, ready, my God, thy will to see. Open my heart, illumine
Well, let's make that our prayer today, that he will open our eyes, that he will open our ears, he will open our mouths with the truth. And then we can share his love with his children everywhere. That's our mission, to share God's love everywhere. Let's not use the heart for the wrong thing, but use the heart to spread God's love. I've enjoyed being with you today. May God bless you. May he keep you strong and healthy. And you know what? I look forward to seeing you again real soon. I wonder when that will be. Oh, tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.